Alright, back again, Luke here. And today we've got out the old Panda Custom Control Box Super Gun, and I figured we could put in this game here. Sengoku Ace. So, let's pop this on and play some of that. Now obviously it's impossible here to see the game title from the board, but we'll pop this on here and let you guys check out the intro. It does have some pretty cool features to this game. This is one that I wound up fixing just recently. As you can see, 1993, good old Psikyo there. But this board was one that I picked up as basically junk and broken parts. It was missing quite a few different parts on it. So, managed to get the parts I needed and put it back together and got it working again, so... The game does have a couple of interesting points to it. One of them is one of the characters' ships is basically an X-wing from Star Wars. It's pretty funny. I think you'll get a chance to see it here in the next part. But as you can see already, this is a Tate game. Yeah, I think it's coming up here, right after this one. Yeah, there you go. You can see the X-Wing. So, let's pop in a couple of coins here. It says, Taskete, like, please help me. At the beginning here, you can choose from 6 different ships. Each one has a little bit of a secret weapon. The weapon can be initiated by pressing and holding the first button here. Now you can notice this one's on turbo auto fire. If I hold it down, you'll notice the shape of the ship changes, and it'll launch out either a special move, or it'll give you like a shield, or each ship has its own different point here. Another cool thing about this is, depending on the ship, it'll start you in different places. Also, the game is pretty random. It'll show you a different stage every time. It's not really specific, so no specific pattern here. I'm gonna put the turbo on just because for this specific ship I find without it, it's not really too bad. For some other ships it does make a big difference if you have the, the turbo off or not. But some really beautiful graphics on this game. The first loop, you'll notice all the water in the stage and all the background is like a blue or a green color. As you go through the second loop, everything turns to red, so the water becomes blood. Your second button there is your bomb. But the game is pretty good all around. Really looks quite good for its time. Some of the things I really dislike, one of the biggest things I dislike is just the items, the power-up items. They float everywhere you don't want them to go. Sometimes, especially in the last stage, they make it really, really hard. With it because... What is it? The power items, as you can see here, they bounce towards the top of the screen. They really go away from you, so you find yourself chasing them around on the screen, and you know, you spend more time chasing the items than you do actually shooting stuff sometimes. It's just like, that would be one thing if I could change anything about this game. It would be nice to change, but other than that, you can see it's a really vibrant game. It's got some pretty cool sound effects. But the first loop is, you know, it's a little bit challenging. Up at the last stage is really quite difficult, but the second loop is just ridiculously hard. But it's just got some awesome music to it, some really cool bosses. The bosses, the mid-bosses and stuff will change as well. Those are quite random. Sometimes they'll have 2 different bosses. These bosses will stay the same. The difficulty will ramp up, though, quite a lot. The second round, or the second loop. But some of these bosses are quite entertaining. This one's another kind of cool boss. It's a portable shrine robot for Japanese festivals. Oh, geez. What was I doing? I wasn't even paying attention. No. Just try and get him gone as quick as possible. Get it, get it, get it, get it. See, I just missed the power-up. But each character has a different ending. And the game is quite unforgiving in the sense that if you do die, like, for example, I think I only have 1 life here. If I don't make it through this entire stage, it'll start me right at the very beginning again, back here, so it's not one of those just kind of pumping a bunch of coins and make it to the end. You actually have to have a little bit of patience and go through it a little cautiously, or be able to manage to beat everything that you need to in order to progress. Let's see, I didn't have any. Sometimes with these weapons here, yeah, you can kind of get easy one-shot and get rid of them really quickly. Come back. This is what I mean about trying to get the items. Now this is one of those parts where it does random. Either the lightning god or the wind god here. So let's get rid of him. Come on, go down. Okay. So if I were to die at that boss there, it'd bring me back to the beginning of the stage again. So we'd have to do that. Just trying to see how quickly we can progress through here. Show you guys as much as possible. Once again, in the second round here, this would all be red, like it changes to like a red color, and the difficulty ramp up is just quite insane. I actually think I should die here, just so I can get enough, let's see, just so I can have at least a couple of guys to try this last boss. Well, it's not the last boss, but last boss of this stage. I don't think I'm going to get through this one. This one took a long time to get through. Sometimes, I mean, they'll spring out some enemies on you. As I say, I'm trying to get that power up there at the beginning, or at the top. I'm going to wind up getting killed. For those shooter fans, I'm sure many of you know about this one. These are the same sub-bosses that we fought earlier. I don't even know if we can call them sub-bosses, but kind of similar. And all these guys are gonna kind of team up here with the end boss for this stage. So here's where they all kind of get together. We'll use our secret one here for right now. Power move there. And since we still got one of these, we'll use this. He's not happy, is he? Just go down. There we go. Wee-hee. Kind of progressing along. This is another one of those kind of cool stages. But another challenging one nonetheless. Just throws all sorts of stuff at you. And, come on, give us some power-ups. And some cool little mid-bosses and whatnot. But nonetheless, just want to share with you guys a little bit of a look at Sengoku Ace here for the arcade. And it is a very challenging, interesting game here. It does require a bit of work to get through it. Sometimes I find myself just going like, with this game. Oh, jeez. Man, that wasn't smart. This is another one. If we die off here, we'll have to start from the beginning of the stage, which I would really not like to do. But, oh, jeez, no. So, yeah. Nonetheless here, I think this is pretty good for a video, but just want to share with you guys a little bit of a look at the game. And it is tricky. It's got its really challenging points here. Just me being foolish, just dying left and right here. But nonetheless, that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. Watching some Sengoku Ace. Yay! Ah, come on, no! Just playing sloppy. That stage down below, that is the last boss stage down there. As you can see, that platform down at the bottom, that's the last stage. There's no way I'll be able to do this one. Nothing. Just let it count down. But thanks again for watching, guys. I'll catch you here soon. Got some pretty cool music here at the end. There we go.